Hey everybody, it's a Mad Master. I'm doing another video about uh, the virus. Uh, this is probably one of my last videos I'm going to be doing about this for a long time, as I've been threatening to do. But I got to watch some of that Frontline Doctors presentation the other day. You know, with the doctor that believes in hydroxychloroquine and also demon semen or whatever. I mean, so the thing that stood out to me about that press conference or whatever, it seemed very fake and surreal, and like it gave me a very icky feeling. So I'm going to contrast that with interviews that I watch on the Unheard channel, UNHERD. So you have these doctors in this group that are obviously pushing this political propaganda about I don't know how the fuck they. First of all, politicizing a virus is dumb enough, but both sides. I mean, both sides. You know, but now uh, a drug is being politicized. It's like it's a fucking drug. Okay. So, anyways, I think that's stupid as an aside. But these frontline doctors, it seems so fake. It seems so astroturfed, and it was just like it seemed really made up. It's almost like, you know, the conspiracy theorists talk about controlled opposition. I mean, watching that footage, I was like, ugh, you know. So on the contrast, you can contrast that between that and like these Unheard interviews with like Sinetra Gupta, Sakura, all these doctors, Tegnall from Sweden. He even had the controversial, infamous Neil Ferguson as an interview as well. But those interviews and those tests, you know, that kind of testimony about the virus and stuff is a lot more legit. Even if let's say he did have one of those doctors did say, if they were from Stanford or Yale or Oxford, like Gupta is, you know, one of these people did say hydroxychloroquine was you know, a miracle drug about the, you know, against the virus. Well, then that would be one thing. But I don't trust that frontline doctors thing, especially hearing about one of those main doctors being like believing in all this crazy shit about demon semen and all that stuff. Like, it almost seems set up, you know, the way they filmed it. It kind of reminds me of a lot of Christian propaganda stuff, like, you know, because I've watched a lot of Christian propaganda growing up. I watched the CBN a lot as a kid. I did, and it's the truth. I used to watch the 700 Club every day. I mean, basically, I'll talk about my daily routine in 7th grade for one of these days in one of these videos. I did very specific things every day for like months on it, you know, like 8 months or something. So, anyways, I'm not going to go into that, but I used to watch the 700 Club every day. And this Frontline Doctors thing just reminded me of something that would be on there, like some kind of made up fucking. This gave me a queasy, weird feeling. It's just like, no. So, I mean, if you want actual dissent about the mainstream narratives about the virus, I would watch the Unheard channel, or, you know, I mean, that's the extent as far as what I would say, because at this point, because it's like, even that like woman from Florida was linked to anti-vax, the fucking, what's it called, the supposed nurse that saw all this stuff happen. That seemed really made up too. And it's just like, I don't know if it's people, I don't know if they're, it's like, it seems like I'm just gonna get I'm a little bit conspiratorial about this, because it almost seems like they're paid actors. Like they're just acting. It's like either overacting or like really wooden acting that these people do. Whereas you watch these interviews with these legit doctors, and they're saying these things, and they're calm, cool, rational. They seem like doctors. But these people on the frontline doctors thing, even the one months back with those 2 doctors talking about, you know, against the lockdowns, it just seemed fucking staged. I don't know why they would stage this stuff, but in the interviews with Tegnall or whatever, they're not staged at all. Even that dude, the Witowski, I think it's a German doctor. He's very, very controversial guy. You know, I have my problems with a lot of what he said, but I watched some good debates with him and other doctors, and they were done pretty well. And, you know, another thing is I watch, what is his name? Dabin? Z-Dog, his name. You know, he calls himself Z-Dog. God damn it, I should remember the name. I think it's Dabin, Dr. Dabin. I thought it was Zabin, but I fucked up. I don't know. So, like, I watch a lot of his channel, and he is really, yeah, Zubin Damania. Sorry, I fucked up. Okay, not. I don't know why I'm not getting his name right, but whatever. You know, I think he's actually Iranian of heritage, and so I watch a lot of his channel. I watch Unheard, obviously. At this point, I don't watch Dr. Mike. I think it's just cheesy, kind of. It has this YouTube thing about it, which I don't really like. This really like overproduced thing. The Z-Dog's a little different because has a lot of different opinions, and he does these parodies and stuff, and does a lot of different things. I watch a little bit of John Anderson. Now I'm going to who I watch as far as YouTube, as far as the virus now. I watch some of those people, and most of them aren't really skeptics, but Unheard is definitely on that side, quote unquote. Who do I follow on Twitter about it? I follow Francois Ballou, who is, I believe he's British, even though he's mistaken for French because of his name. He's actually doing some of the genome about the virus. So if anybody wants to fucking, you know, accuse him of being an asshole for wanting to open schools and stuff, he can suck a fucking, you know, German-fested fucking dick, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. You know, that's the thing. Like, if anybody veers a little bit that way or this way, they're criticized in these days. Like, you can't even fucking, you know. And that's the problem with a lot of this stuff. So when you see these frontline doctors, this video, it's like a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, look at this! Oh my God, people are disagreeing. Oh, I'm really into it. I follow this." They're so confused that they're going to follow these people, even though they're fucking obvious grifters or whatever political, supported by whatever pro-Trump fucking outfit. You know, they're going to follow this shit, but they're not going to actually delve deeper into it. And that goes for a lot of people. But that's the problem right now, is that they're even like Congress is politicizing this shit. Like Pelosi said something about Burks, and then someone will be like on the Fauci side or the Burks side. It's like, oh fuck, you know. And that's the real problem, is that people aren't critically thinking about shit, and they're not looking into this stuff. And it's like divide and conquer. It's like not even divide and conquer. It's just so contentious. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's so confusing. And it's like, that's the problem with these, like the people of America. I'm just going to say the people of America. So around the world, there's all sorts of stuff going on. People of America, with regards to the virus, they are so confused. And now that there's these quarrels within the actual establishment, and expect that to continue. That's another prediction. I predict there will be more of that too. There'll be more doctors dissenting about this or that with regards to the virus. They're just gonna eventually just gonna forget about it. They're just gonna. I mean, even today, and I'm not trying to say this as a compliment or a complaint. Today I saw less masks than I have in a while outside. And meantime, I saw people driving with them on. I still kind of driving alone with them on. And I'm just like, ugh, you know. And I wonder what they think about me, because I'm going through drive-thrus and I'm not necessarily wearing a mask during drive-thru, because I've heard outside fucking air. You know, what am I supposed to do? Just fucking, you know, it's just like, they never said anything about drive-thrus, drive-through transmission or anything like that. Even if a place, you know, necessarily wanted me to wear a mask or didn't want. I mean, didn't want to. What was I'm trying to say? If a place inside didn't want to wear me to wear a mask, I might. I actually wore one at the comic book store that I mentioned before the mask mandate because I was like, I'm just gonna wear it, you know. But it's like, I don't know. Now I'm going off subject, but yeah, I mean, anyways, people are so confused. They're just gonna throw off these things eventually. I predict what'll happen is that deaths are gonna definitely decline in the coming months, and cases are already declining supposedly. So I didn't expect that shit, honestly. Like I thought doom and gloom all throughout the summer, right? Of course, it goes up and goes down. It's like, lockdown. People are following the mandates. That's why it's going on. Well, talk to Japan. They're getting a fucking supposedly getting a little bit of a surge. They've been wearing masks and social distancing throughout the whole fucking crisis. What do you say to that? You know, who the fuck knows? It's so confusing now. You know, but anyways, Frontline Doctors. It's a bullshit video. It's obvious to when you watch it. It's bullshit. It's controlled opposition. It's a astroturfed fucking Republican Party shit. It just seems so fake. And those two doctors months ago seemed fake too. I mean, there's legitimate people that have dissent about the virus, and you can watch them on Unheard again. Maybe that's the fake one or something because they seem less fake. I don't know. Anyways, I'm blabbing. That's all.